Namaste yogis, welcome to today's earth flow. Really going to start tuning into the grounding element of our beings, connecting with the earth, connecting with yourselves, this grounding energy. So a lot of the work today will be about foundations and securing them into the earth and into your being. So we'll start in a standing position today, which I don't normally do, but I want you to take your feet hip distance apart, lift all 10 toes up and press into the floor with the balls of your feet, your heels, your ball and the outer edge. Now slowly lower down all 10 toes and secure your whole body with your feet. Notice the connection between you and the earth. Ground down into the floor and notice the lift. Rise up, lift the kneecaps up and draw this energy all the way from the earth up into the body. Tilt the pelvis under slightly and engage this lower abdomen. Draw the energy further up into the crown of the head as you draw tall. Draw the shoulders away from the ears and reach down with the fingertips. Stand in your mountain pose, firm and strong. Close down the eyes and take a few breaths. Everything in this pose is engaged. Notice this connection rising up from the tips of the toes out through the crown of your head. And breathe. Deep belly breaths. Everything engaged. Switched on. Strong and firm. Rooted into the earth. Now bring your rhythm of breath. Deep inhales through the nose and out through the nose if that is comfortable for you. This is called Ujjayi breath, a slight constriction at the back of your throat. Inhale to reach the hands up overhead, take the gaze to the thumbs. And exhale just to draw them back down by the side of the body. Keep everything engaged, energy rising up through the legs, through the upper body. Inhale to reach up. Exhale to open them out, back by the side. One more time, inhale to reach up. And exhale to open them out, down by the side. Keep the legs switched on. And as you inhale to take your gaze up to the sky, bend through the knees and come down to a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on shins, lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, swoop the hands up overhead. And exhale, hands down by the side. Inhale, swoop up. Exhale, fold forward. Feet firmly rooted into the earth. Bend the knees as much as you need. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen through the crown. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, swoop the hands up overhead. Take the gaze to the thumbs. Exhale, draw down, hands by the side. Close down the eyes, recommit to your practice. Notice how the body feels. Notice the engagement of your legs, of the lower abdomen. Drawing up a little bit taller through the crown of your head. Tall, proud and fierce. Breathe here. Tune into the foundations. Strong foundations provide strength higher up in the heart and the mind. Inhale, hands rise. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms. Step the right foot back. Lower the knee to the floor. Keep the foundations firmly rooted as you inhale to sweep the hands up. Tuck the tailbone under, keep this lower abdomen engaged, knees stacked over ankle. Breathe here. Ground down into your foundations. And breathe here. As you keep rooted into the floor, slowly rise up into a high lunge position. Pivot out to the outside of the right foot, ground down through the outer edges, lift the hands, take the gaze down the middle finger. Make sure that the knee is not falling inwards, it opened out, stacked over the ankle. If you're leaning too far forward, bring yourself up to a centre position. Firmly root through the feet, through your foundations. Flip the palm, keep the legs exactly where they are, and inhale to lift the left hand up to the sky. Exhale back down to warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Legs are still. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale and exhale. Firmly rooted, warrior two. Take the gaze down the middle finger and allow the words I am strong to wash across the whole body. Connect to that inner warrior. Inhale and exhale. Slowly cartwheel the hands down to the floor and push back into a plank. Spread all 10 fingers, push the floor away. And breathe here. Slowly lower yourself down, all in one motion. Untuck the toes, ground the tops of the feet to the floor. Inhale, lift the upper chest off the floor. Exhale, push back into downward facing dog. Firmly root through your foundations once again, spread all 10 fingers. Draw the elbows close together, like you're swooping them inwards. Push the balls of the feet into the floor to help send the hips high to the sky. The goal here is not to have the feet grounded, but rather a long spine. Take a few cleansing breaths. Bend the knees generously and step forward into a forward fold. Push into the floor with your feet and roll up. Come to a standing position, take the gaze to the thumbs. Exhale, bring the hands down through heart center. Take a pause, notice how the body feels. Step the right foot back and bring the hips square off to the front of the mat. Feet should be hip distance apart, all 10 toes facing the front. Bring the left hand onto the hip and inhale to reach the right hand up to the sky. Exhale to fold forward. Ground down through your feet. Engage your legs, lift the energy upwards. And breathe here. Slowly bring the right hand to the outside of the left shin and twist the heart open to the left hand side. Release the left hand to the sky if it feels comfortable for you. Continue to breathe, deep rhythm of breath. Firmly rooting through the toes and through the feet to help keep you balanced. Exhale, bring the left hand down. Bring both hands onto the hips and inhale to reach up. Bend through the left foot and slowly lift the right foot
and place the foot either on the ankle, on the shin, or up on the quad. I'll face the front so you can see. Ground down through the left foot. Option 1, place the foot onto the right foot onto the ankle. Option 2, foot onto the shin. Option 3, lift the foot onto the quad. Make sure the foot is not on the knee, either above or below. Now notice that energy rising up from the earth, and as you find the connection between the foot and the left leg, push them into one another. Create a fierce energy lock. Open out the knee, tuck the tailbone under, engage this lower abdomen for balance. Press down through with the left toe, left big toe. Bring the hands into heart center. Notice the foundations. Notice the breath. Continue to breathe and allow it to help you balance. Option to lift the hands up overhead, or be experimental, open them out like a waving tree and breathe here. If you really want to challenge your balance and notice your strength of the foundations, close down the eyes or bring your gaze point, your drishti, to a further away place. Bring the hands back down into a center. Slowly release the right leg down to the floor. Release the hands and take an awareness phase. Notice how the body feels. Inhale, sweep the hands up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step the left foot back, knee to the floor. Ground down through your feet and inhale, sweep the hands up to the sky. Tuck the tailbone under, right knee stacked over right ankle. Breathe here. Notice how the body feels. Notice the feet firmly rooted onto the floor. And with these secure foundations, inhale to sweep yourself up into a high lunge position. Open out the left foot, ground down through the outer edges, come into your warrior two. Take your gaze down the middle finger. Tune into the inner warrior. Open out the right knee so you can still see the right big toe. Firmly rooted in this position. Keep the legs exactly where they are. Flip the palm and inhale to come up into reverse warrior. Exhale, back down, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, warrior two. Last time, inhale, keep the legs still. Exhale, warrior two. Cartwheel the hands down to the floor. Push back into plank. Spread the fingers wide, push the floor away, and hold here for a few breaths. Push through the heels of both feet. Strong and fierce in this pose. Slowly lower yourself down to the mat. Untuck the toes, ground the hips into the floor, and inhale to come up into low cobra. Exhale to release. Push the hands into the floor and bring yourself up into a downward facing dog. Root down through the foundations, all 10 fingers and all 10 toes. Take a cleansing breath in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth, let it go. Bend the knees generously, take the gaze in between the hands and step forward into a forward fold. Slowly roll yourself up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Inhale to take the gaze up to the sky. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Step back with the left foot. All 10 toes facing the front of the mat. Pivot the hips round to square off forwards. Right hand on hip. Inhale, lift the left hand up. Exhale, fold forward. Lift the kneecaps up. Notice the energy flow from the tips of the toes into the lower belly. Breathe here. Lengthen through the crown of the head. If you would like to take this pose further, bring the left hand to the outside of the right shin. Pivot open. Really open up through the shoulders and release the right hand to the sky. Take your gaze to the fingertips if you would like to challenge your balance. Or take the gaze down to the toe to make it a little bit easier. Remember to breathe. And really push down into the floor with your big toes, the heels and the outer edges of your feet, making a big triangle with your balance, like a little tripod on each of your feet. Slowly release the right hand, bring both hands onto the hips and inhale to come up to a standing position. Step the left foot forward and place it on the right ankle, the right shin or the right quad. Push the leg into the foot and the foot into the leg. Ground down with your right foot and breathe. Bring the hands into heart center. Take your gaze and fix it on a point that helps steady your balance. To challenge your balance a little bit, take your gaze further away. Option to bring the hands above the head or out wide, whatever is comfortable. Maybe take a different pose on this side. To have a little bit of fun, close down the eyes and see what happens. Slowly release the hands back into heart center. Slowly lower the leg down to the mat. Close down the eyes, take an awareness phase. Notice how the body feels. Notice without judgment. Notice the connection in this space right now. Inhale to sweep the hands up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms. Step back into plank. Inhale, hips up, downward facing dog. Exhale, lower the knees to the floor and push the hips back, come into child's pose. Take a few breaths in this position. Option with the hands out wide towards the front of the mat or bring them down by the side of the body, palms facing up. Allow the whole body to relax. And notice what is connecting you to the earth. Allow every breath to become a little bit longer than the last. Allow the whole body to settle into the earth. Allow the words, I am safe. I am strong. that I am grounded. Wash across the whole body. I am safe, strong and grounded. I am safe, strong and grounded. I am safe, strong and grounded. Stay here for as long as you need, in this safe space you have created. And when you're ready, you can slowly roll the body up and come to a seated position. Draw tall through the crown of the head. And just notice how the body feels. Quality of the mind, quality of the breath. I bow to the strength that radiates from you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me on day 4. I hope you enjoyed the journey so far. Please leave any comments or feedback, any experiences that you might be having. This is a safe space for you to share. And don't forget to subscribe to help support free yoga on the internet. Have a beautiful day.